guys, how are you all doing today? My name is Yejide Oshiberu. I am the founder of Women of Substance Network, where we help women live lives to their fullest potential by being more and doing more. So briefly today I want to talk about what I've titled The Mind. So I read a book a couple of years ago by T.D. Jakes where he made reference to two dogs that were fighting, and the owner of the dog was asked to predict who would win the fight. And the owner of the dog said dog A would win the fight. Eventually, after everything, dog A won the fight. So the owner of the dog was asked how he knew dog A was going to win the fight. And he said because he feeds dog A more than he feeds dog B. He knows that he doesn't deprive dog A of food. Whatever the dog wants, he gives. Maybe he gives the dog all nutritious food and all that would help the dog to have more energy and all that. And dog B just gives whatever he feels like giving it, or maybe just once in a day, feeds him just once in a day, and dog A feeds it 3 times a day or even more. So it's not so difficult for him to predict who would win the fight because dog A seems to have more energy. It's feeding it with lots of nutrients and all that. So it's just easy to predict who would win the fight. It's the same thing with your mind. What you feed your mind determines what you achieve in life. Everything starts with the mind. If you're going to go out, you plan to go out, let's say in the next 1 hour, you have already pictured it in your mind. You're going to picture what you're going to put on, if you're going to drive, the route you're going to take, everything, the time you want to go, you have already finished the errand in your mind. Whatever you want to do, you're already done in your mind. You know what you're wearing, everything is already pictured in your mind. So it is that picture that you have in your mind that that you act out. So most of the things going wrong in our lives is because of what we have inside of us. It is because of the kind of mindset that we have. I listened to an interview of Burna Boy on Instagram, and it was asked if he had it was asked a question about social media, and he said he has no social media on his phone, that the only app he has on his phone is WhatsApp. He said Instagram, Twitter, and all that, he doesn't handle it, that his mom does. And he was asked why. He said because he doesn't want anybody to dump their insecurities on him, dump their problems on him, something like that. And when he said that, I actually wrote it down and I saved that video. We cannot do without social media these days because this is technology age. So I won't even say that I'm not going to be on social media or whatever. I don't have a choice. Because these days, anything you do, you have to be on social media. Anyway, that's another topic for another day. But I saved the video because he knows that there are some comments that you read on social media that can affect you. There are some things you see on social media that can just make you go straight into depression. But he's trying to guard his mind. He doesn't want anybody to come and bring their problem. There are some people that you meet, even at the place of work. You're happy, you come home happy and all that. By the time you have one conversation with that person has already destroyed your mood. There are people like that. It's the same thing with social media. I don't even read comments. I don't waste my time reading people's comments because I don't want anybody to give me a day because you see some things and you're like, really, this kind of person has this kind of mindset, or maybe it might just be what someone is going through, and before you know it, you're depressed. So I don't even read comments on social media. But I was kind of proud of him when he said that, because this is somebody making conscious effort to guard his mind. This is someone trying to sieve what information he lets in. And I think that's the problem we have these days. If you watch BBC very often, you see a lot of bad news every day. Shooting there, terrorist attack there, this plane crash and all that. And before you know it, maybe you want to travel to Africa or wherever you want to travel to, you're picturing it. Oh, I saw a plane crash on the TV some time ago. I hope that this plane will not crash. That is why it is important what you feed your mind. What are you feeding your mind? It is important the kind of movies you listen to, the kind of movies you watch, the kind of music you listen to, whatever you let in is very, 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 very important. There was a time I used to watch this, I call it a documentary now. They call it 48 Hours, I think. I don't know if you've seen it before. It's about crime. I like crime movies. Anything crime related, I like to watch them. So this is about crime. The detectives, they try to catch criminals and all that. However, maybe I think it's mostly about murder. If they try to catch whoever committed the crime, things like that. And I watch this thing every day. It started affecting my thinking, because I'm like always on the edge. I hear any sound, I'm like, I'm always very cautious. So I just told myself, okay, it's time for you to stop watching this. I stopped watching a long time ago. Though I still watch crime movies, but that particular one, I stopped watching it. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that whatever you let in is very, 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 very important. It's very important to your day-to-day life. There are so many things going on in this world, but it is also important for you to be happy. Where you will be in the next 5 years is actually determined by what you let in your mind. There are some things that people forward to me, I don't even click to open it because I'm protecting my mind. I don't want you to start giving me headache where I'm thinking about, what this person is saying, or what that person sent to me, or so I protect my mind. You have to protect your mind. If you want to really enjoy your life, it is important for you to protect your mind. It is important for you to guide your mind and watch what you let in your mind. I saw a friend status, I think, was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday. And I can't remember how exactly he worded it, but the point he was trying to make is, when you're thinking about something in your mind, it's like a secret. You feel it's a secret. Nobody knows. You are the only one thinking about it. It's in your head. And, you can sit and nobody knows what's going on in your mind. He said it's not so much of a secret, because whatever it is in your mind, you act it out. Whatever it is you're thinking, indirectly you act it out, because this is what you're thinking. This is what is in you. It might just be in your marriage, in your place of work. You just act out whatever it is in your mind. So you may feel that things are going wrong for you, or things are not really the way you want them to be. I think the first place you need to look at is your mind. What is going on in your mind? I'm going to share a testimony with you of a woman many years ago. This was many, many years ago. I'm sure it was more than 10 or 15 years. I can't remember. Many years ago. This woman had nothing to eat. We were in church that day. And I think she came back the following day or something to give testimony in church. She had nothing to eat, but she came to church. She and her kids, according to her, walked to church that day. But the way she was dancing, that was even what made me notice her, because she was actually dancing like a mad woman. Permit me to say that. She was all happy and dancing and all that. She said after the service, somebody that saw the way she was dancing just approached her and was like, I like the way you dance, blah, 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 blah. So cut the long story short, this woman had nothing to eat at home, but they came to church happy. To cut the long story short, this person gave her money to buy food and all that. And I think she said this person even hired her. It's a long time ago, so I can't really remember. But what I'm trying to say is, she did not let her situation define her. She did not come to church all sad. People noticed that day because of the way she was dancing. That is my point. People noticed that because she didn't let anything that she was going to affect you. So your happiness is not tied to any material things. You can say, okay, it's easy for you to say, if there's no money, or if there's this, if there's no that, how can I even think positive? Your happiness is not tied to material things. If you look at all these rich people, they have everything, and yet they are still not happy. So your happiness is not tied to material things. Everything that happens, it starts from your mind. So guide your mind. What do you let in? What kind of music do you listen to? What kind of movies do you watch? Who are the people you associate with? If you associate with friends that all they ever tell you is negativity, that is all you will keep thinking. You will never think of anything positive. There was sometimes somebody was telling me about something. I said, no. What I used to tell myself is, there was a time I was going to travel. Let me just quickly say that. I was going to travel, and I was kind of scared because I don't really like traveling. And I was like, okay, I was thinking about all this recent plane crash and everything. I told myself, I said, Yejide, many people travel, they get to their destination safely. So why not think about the people that get to their destination safely? Why are you thinking about those that did not get to their destination safely? So that's the same thing. When you are moving with people that are always talking about negative things, that's the only thing you're going to be thinking about. You're going to be thinking about negativity. So why not surround yourself with people of like minds? People that really have a future, people that really know where they're going, people that are not really distracted by the things that are happening around them. I have a few things that I wrote down that I'd just like to read for us. And I have here that says, your belief becomes your thought. Your thought becomes your words. Your words become your actions becomes your habits becomes your values, and your values becomes your destiny. Garbage in, garbage out. Whatever comes in is definitely what you will give. If somebody asks you for $100 now, if you have just $10, can you give that person $100? No, because you only have $10. You're definitely going to tell this person, I don't have $100, I only have $10. So whatever you don't have, you cannot give. You don't have happiness, you can't give happiness. I posted a picture of myself on my status on WhatsApp some time ago, and a friend of mine said, oh, you look well rested and fresh, something like that. And I said, yes, I'm well rested. But actually, it's not that I was well rested, it's because I was happy. That this day I had not even taken my shower, I had no makeup, no nothing. I just had to quickly run an errand, and I just took a picture, I liked it, I posted it on my social media. But it wasn't because I had makeup on that I was looking fresh or refreshed, or because I was well rested. It was because I was happy. So the happiness was able to show outside, because I was happy from within. It was able to show without. So once your mind changes, everything will change along with it. What you feed your mind determines your appetite, determines your drive. You might not understand, what you feed your mind determines your drive. It determines what you're hungry for. That's what it means here when it says what you feed your mind determines your appetite. It determines what you're hungry for. This video is already 11 minutes. I usually like my video to be 10 minutes, but let me just see if I can quickly round up. What you feed your mind determines what you're hungry for. What are you letting in? I repeat, because I know many will say, okay, it's because you don't know what is going on, you don't know what I'm going through. Your happiness is not tied to material things. Let me use myself as an example. Usually when I don't sleep well, I'm always in a bad mood. I just wake up, I'm in a bad mood because I have to go to work. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't sleep well. I only slept for 2 hours today and I have to go to work, blah, blah, blah. But lately I started training myself to be happy, even if I don't sleep well. So a couple of days ago, I woke up, and I think I slept for maybe roughly 2. I'm a light sleeper. So the issue is when I just hear any little sound, I'm up, and that's the end of the sleep. So I was able to sleep, I think, for just 2 hours that night. And as soon as I got up, because I'm used to it, I'm used to being in a bad mood anytime I don't sleep well. So I was already ready to start this. Oh my God, today I'm just going to be in a bad mood, all cranky and all that. But I had to remind myself that, oh no, Yejide, it starts from the mind. Decide that you are not going to be in a bad mood. Even though you haven't slept well, you have another opportunity to sleep again in the night when you get back home from work. So that day I had to program my mind, like, okay, my mind was already going this way. Okay, you're going to be in a bad mood today. I had to tell my mind, okay, come back here. You're going to be happy throughout today. And that day I was so proud of myself. I made sure that I was happy. So everything, God cannot force anything on you. If you don't let him, there's nothing he can do. That's just one thing about God. Everything just has to do with you. You have to be the one to make that decision. You have to be intentional about everything. I have mood swings a lot. Easily I can just like that. I can be happy 1 minute and next minute I'm all frowning and all that. But I am intentional about it now, that I have not been in a bad mood for a couple of days now, because I am intentional about it. I want to be happy. I don't want to have any reason to be in a bad mood, because my happiness is not tied to any material things. My happiness is not tied to money. It's not tied to my kids. It's not tied to my husband. I have that power to make myself happy, even if things are not going the way that I want it. So I want you to guard your mind jealously. Move away from people that always have negative things to say. Don't associate yourself with them. Move away from people like that. Avoid them as much as possible. Surround yourself with people that always have something positive to say. Watch movies that will add to you. Believe me, on social media, I barely read comments. Even if I'm following you, if you're posting things and I can't unfollow you for some reason, I mute you. On WhatsApp, I have a lot of them that I just mute them, because what you're posting is not adding anything to me. It's rather making me depressed. So I just mute you. So if you have people like that, if you have to unfollow people on social media, unfollow them. If you have to mute them. Make a decision today to guard your mind jealously. Make sure you sieve what you let in your mind. I listen to secular music a lot, but I pick the ones I listen to. I love to watch movies. I pick what I watch. I won't watch a movie that will make me depressed at the end of the movie. I barely even have friends, but the few I have, by the time I notice that everything you say is just negative, 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 that's the end. It's just going to be high, high. I'm not going to sit down and talk with you, and I'll leave you depressed. So I just want to encourage us today to watch what we let in our mind, because what you let in, it determines where you'll be in 5 years. That's just the truth. In fact, it determines where you'll be tomorrow. Your mind, whatever you let in your mind, feed your mind today, so that when people ask you, oh, how is this going to turn out, because of that positivity that is in you, you can always say, okay, I'm going to win this battle. So watch what you feed your mind today. Read what will edify you. Move with people that will make you grow. Watch what will add value to you, not what will make you depressed. Yes, there's a lot of evil going on around the world, but there is a lot of good too. That is what I always do. Sometimes when I want to think about the negative part, I look at the good part. That, okay, there's a lot of evil going on, but there is still some good happening too. There are a lot of people dying young, and there are also a lot of people living till like 100 or even more. There are a lot of people with cancer that died of cancer, and there are still some people that survived it. So there's always a positive side to every negative thing you see. So always look for the positive one. My video is 16 minutes now. I really don't like it when my video is too long, because I don't like boring people. But thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please subscribe. Please like my page on Facebook. Please follow us on Instagram. Thank you again for watching. Please leave a comment and please share. Thank you. See you again next time. Bye.